Welcome everybody to this yoga flow, and today we're going to work a lot on getting into splits, so our hamstrings and our hip flexors. Let's get started on our hands and knees in tabletop position. Flip your hands around so that your fingertips are pointing towards your knees. If that's too much, just do one hand at a time. And from here, we're going to begin our cat-cows. So as you inhale, let your tailbone tilt up, belly drops, lift the chest and your face. Nice breath in. And exhale, opposite, round your spine, tuck your tailbone in and drop your chin. And continue like this. Inhale, cow pose, heart lifts, udders down. And exhale like you're a scared cat. If you only have one hand flipped, then go ahead and change. Flip the other hand. And keep moving with your breath. Come back to center, flip your hands so both pointer fingers are pointing forward, and spread your hands really wide. Spread your fingers wide, that is. Tuck your toes, come into a cow pose again. So chest forward, tailbone lifts, and then keep that action in your tailbone and your chest. So keep pulling your chest forward as you lift your hips up. Press your hips back. Top of your thighs press back. Inner thighs roll back. Look at your knees, lift both kneecaps evenly. Keep pressing your hands in forward. Let your head just relax. Strong in your arms and your legs so that your spine can be very free. Inhale, come forward into plank. And exhale, bend your knees, down dog, keep your knees bent. Twice more, inhale, forward, plank, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, bent knee, down dog. And last one, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down dog with your knees bent. And then from here, begin to straighten your legs again by pushing the tops of your thighs back. Heels might come down. Lift your inner feet up. Walk your hands back towards your feet, forward fold at the back of your mat. Hold on to your opposite elbows. Let your spine just dangle. If this is too much on your low back here, versus it's still pretty early in class, have a deep bend in your knees. You can sway side to side. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your fingertips to the floor or your shins. Lengthen from crown of head down to your tailbone. Shoulders out of the ears, and exhale, fold. Again, grab your elbows, this time opposite forearm leads the way, and gently rock side to side. Inhale, halfway lift again, fingertips to the floor or your shins. And then exhale, grab onto your hips, lift your elbows, lift your shoulders and your ears, press your feet down, and then stand up. And from here, we'll simply take a walk to the front of our mat. Inhale, reach your arms up when you get there. And then exhale, swan dive forward, open your arms out left to right as you fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step your right foot all the way back and lower the knee, breathe out. Inhale, reach your arms up, release the right toes. And then exhale, sweep your arms back. Keep your arms lifted, use your back muscles, and then pull your left hip back, straight in the left leg. So a half split variation. Inhale, reach your arms up again. Bend into your left knee. Exhale, hands down, step to plank. Hold plank, inhale. Exhale, lower your right knee, tap it down. Inhale, lift right knee. Exhale, tap left. Inhale, lift left. Exhale, tap right. Inhale, lift right. Exhale, tap left. And keep moving like this on your own breath. So just tapping one knee and then straightening it. So here in plank pose, we are warming the core, warming the arms, focusing on our breath, getting ready for our practice. Okay, last time the left knee drops, we'll straighten and meet in plank. Another breath in, and exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Step your elbows forward beyond your forearms, tuck each set of toes to move your legs back slightly, and then pull your chest forward, shoulders drop, and breathe in Sphinx pose. Next, lower yourself down. Slide your hands back next to your ribs. Tuck your toes, press back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch the right leg up. Go ahead, bend the knee, let the hip open, keeping your shoulders aligned. Step the right foot forward as you breathe out and lower the left knee. Inhale, right, reach your arms up. And then exhale, arms go back as you straighten the right leg. Inhale back into your lunge, arms up. Exhale, hands down, tuck the left toes and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold forward. Squeeze your legs. Hands to your hips, lift your elbows, shoulders, and ears. And then press into your feet, stand up. Arms stretch up, breathe in. And fold forward, breathe out. You can open your arms as you fold if you have the space. Halfway lift, inhale. And left foot steps back, lowered left knee, exhale. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, reach your arms back, half splits. And here we'll pause. Stay here. Left hand comes underneath your shoulder and then twist. Reach your right arm up. Big breath in. And pause for a breath out. Rebend into right knee. Arms reach up again, low lunge. And then exhale, hands down, step to plank. Inhale in plank pose. And exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Again, lift each leg, pull it back. And this time, cactus your arms to make goalpost shapes. Keep your legs very heavy and firm. Take an inhale as is. Exhale all the air out, lift your belly up a little. And then inhale, lift your heart up, lift your elbows up. Shoulder blades down your back. Press your toenails onto the floor. And breathe in and out of the nose. Place your hands next to your ribs. Push into the tops of your feet and then straighten your arms, upward facing dog. Breathe in, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Breathe out. Swing the left leg up. Bend at the knee, open the hip. And as you breathe out, step the left foot forward and lower your right knee down. Inhale, arms reach up, low lunge. Exhale, extend your arms back as you straighten the left leg. Right hand underneath your shoulder, spin your chest to the left, so left arm reaches up. Breathing here. And then rebend into your left knee, arms stretch high, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the right toes and step forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. And fold forward, breathe out. Press into your feet, rise up, inhale. Arms down by your sides, exhale. Widen your feet, point your toes out, inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, hands come to your heart as you sink all the way down into a squat, malasana. Push your elbows into your knees, lift your chest, drop your shoulders, breathe. And then next, we're gonna come from squat into our forward fold a few times. So hands down, lift your hips, exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat. And last one, exhale, fold. And inhale, squat. From your squat option to take a crow pose, and we're gonna meet in down dog. So if you are in crow, round your back, toes touch, look forward, and then perhaps shoot your legs back, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend, and everyone will meet in downward facing dog. 5 breaths in down dog, strong in your arms, strong in your legs. One. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stretch the right leg up again and go ahead and let the hip open. Breathe in. Exhale, pull the right knee in towards your right shoulder. Breathe out. Take another inhale to pause here. And then exhale, lower your knee to your right wrist. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last time, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And now touch your right toes to your right wrist and plant that foot down. Drop your left heel at 45 degrees. We're coming into triangle pose. So straighten your right leg, left hand onto your left hip, roll your shoulders open. Strong in both of your legs. And then reach your left hand back behind you like you're gonna pet something behind you to open your chest, like a big dog is behind you. Breathe. And next, sweep the left hand down towards the floor as you bend into your right knee, extended side angle. Really push the left thigh back. Both glutes are engaged, shoulders are out of your ears. Both hands frame your right foot, lift the left heel, and then lower your left knee. Interlace both hands on top of your right thigh and lift your hips up a little bit. Squeeze your left hamstrings to pull your left foot in towards you. Left hand reaches back. Grab onto your foot with your left hand, maybe also the right hand. So you see here, my left knee is not way back. It's pretty much underneath my hips. And then you can play with pushing your foot into your arms to open your chest a little bit. Another option is for right hand to come back to your right thigh and then flip the grip. So palm over your toes and encourage your left heel towards your left glute. Okay, well, I'll release. Left hand down, tuck your left toe, scoot the knee back a little bit. You can stay on your hand or drop onto your elbow. Left foot squeezes in again, right hand reaches back, hold onto your foot and do a gentle twist, open. You can also heel toe your right foot over to the right. And then next release. Tuck your left toes. Step your right hand forward if you can. So thumb and pinky toe are in the same line. And then push into your right heel, lift the left leg up, coming right into your half moon. You can stay as is or bend your left knee, grab your foot, and pull your foot in towards your glute. And then release. Release the foot back into half moon. Bend into your right knee. Come back towards triangle where this all began. And then from triangle pose, left hand down, step back into plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left armpit. Breathe in to pause. Breathe out, lower the knee to the wrist. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift. And now flex the left foot, try to touch the toes onto your wrist. And then step the left foot down to replace the left hand. Drop the right heel at 45 degrees, straighten into the left leg. Left hand can be on ankle, floor, or block. Right hand to your right hip. Pull your belly back. Press into both of your heels. Roll your right shoulder towards the ceiling, opening your chest. And right arm can reach back behind you. Look up with your left eye if that feels okay on the neck. And really strong here, bringing your muscles into all these poses. So lift both of your inner thighs onto your femur bones. Squeezing all the muscles onto your skeleton. And then as you next breathe out, right hand sweeps down to the floor alongside your face, bend into your left knee. Perhaps adjust your stance for extended side angle. Keep really pressing strongly into your right leg. Both hands frame your left foot. Lift right heel, drop right knee. Both of your hands come onto your left thigh and scoot your right knee so it's more underneath your right hip. Squeeze your hamstrings and the right glute to pull your foot in towards you. You can stay right here. That is totally fine. Or reach your right hand and your left hand back to hold onto your foot. You can kick your foot back to roll your shoulders open. Steady breathing. Perhaps left hand onto your left thigh again. And then flip the grip. So the Bakasana style hand, elbow lifts up as your fingertips roll over your toes. This is like a Virasana in that right leg. And then we'll all slowly release. Set your right hand onto the floor, scoot your right knee back. Heel toe left foot a little bit to the left. Bend to your right knee again. Grab your foot with your left hand so you're doing a twist. Stay up on your left fingertips or come down onto your elbow. And here you can take a look at your hips. If you're just sinking from the right, top of the right thigh, try not to do that. Lift up a little bit there and sink from the middle of your pelvis. Mula Bandha here, lift your pelvic floor. And next is our balancing pose, half moon. So release the right foot, tuck the right toes, just scoot the knee in slightly. Left hand, step it forward, thumb and pinky finger align. Push into your left heel and then swing your right leg up, just like you did when you're opening your hips in downward facing dog. Just like triangle pose, those hips are stacked and open. Spread your toes. Maybe bend your right knee, grab the foot. Pull your foot back into your glute where it just was. And next up is triangle pose. So gently release. Release the right foot. Bend into your left knee to step the right foot back. Triangle pose for a breath in. And then breathe out both of your hands down. Step to plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, you can stretch the right leg up. Breathe in. Exhale, pull the right knee in towards your nose. And then step the right foot between your hands. Drop your left heel down. Hands on blocks or the floor. Pull your right hip back. Reach your chest forward. So it's like you're doing a halfway lift. And breathe. And next we'll do a twist. So keep your left hand on the floor underneath your shoulder or on a block. Right hand to your sacrum, roll the right shoulder up and then reach the right arm up. Look up with your left eye. Press into both of your feet. Sweep the right hand down and then forward. Left hand steps forward, push into your right heel, standing splits. From the inner thigh, stretch the left leg really, really high up. You can also grab onto your calf with your right hand and maybe the left hand as well. Squeeze the left glute to lift it higher. Option here for a little bit of a handstand kick just to meet back in downward facing dog. So you'd bend into your right knee, hands firm onto the floor, and then swing the left leg up, step the right foot back first, then the left, downward facing dog. Okay, same side too. Left leg, swing it up, breathe in, breathe out, step it forward. Drop your right heel, fingertips onto the floor or on some blocks. Pull your heart forward, belly lifts. Left hip is pulling back. Squeezing your legs, muscles to bones. And now we'll twist. Right hand stays underneath the shoulder. Left hand to your low back. Keep that right hip as lifted as you can. It's going to drop slightly, but then lift the left arm up. Both of your shoulder blades are parallel to the wall that you're facing towards. Sweep the left hand down and then around, step it forward, bend into your left knee and then sweep the right leg up for standing splits. Squeezing the right glute and hold on to the back of the left calf with your left hand. Inner thigh on the right leg. Reach that up and drop the outer hip a little bit more. You can take a look at your left foot, notice what it's doing and try not to micromanage it. Let it wiggle around, finding its balance. Maybe right hand meets the left. Downward facing dog next. So you can either step back or a little bit of a handstand hop. So plant your hands onto the floor, bend your left knee, right inner thigh is still reaching up. And then with both arms straight, you'll swing the right leg up and hop the left foot back. Downward facing dog. Okay, from down dog, inhale, come forward towards plank. Exhale, drop your hips towards your wrists, but keep your leg lifted. Roll your arm bones back. Upward facing dog on your toes. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward. Stay on your left toes and come up, high lunge. Breathe in. And stay to breathe out. We're going to come into warrior three. So inhale here. And then as you exhale, push into your right heel, arms reach forward, lift the left inner thigh to lift the left leg. Arms can be forward, cactus, or reach them back. Left inner thigh is still reaching up. Okay, keep your legs as is. Left hand comes down to block or floor. Block is very helpful here. Keep lifting that left inner thigh up. Roll your right shoulder towards the ceiling. So we're twisting. Right arm reaches up. Maybe bend your knee that's in the air. Grab that foot with your right hand. And if you have it, go ahead and kick so that you can twist more. Release the foot, both hands down, standing splits. And this time, go ahead and let the knee open so you don't need to frustrate about keeping the inner thigh up. Same hand, right hand. Can you reach it up and hold onto your foot and extend your knee higher towards the sky? You can do something funky with your left hand. Maybe bring it to your right ankle. Okay, and now release the hand, both hands onto the floor. Straighten your arms, and then can you lift onto your right toes? Pull your left knee into your left armpit, and just press into your hands so much that maybe you can lift your right leg off the floor into a puppy press. Strong maybe, not happening for me today. And then we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. From down dog, drop your knees down. Walk your hands forward, bend your elbows. Clap your hands together for a puppy pose variation. Let your chest drop down. Okay, come back up, downward facing dog. We have one more side. Left leg, reach it up. What are you doing with your inner thigh? Be aware. And then exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent pose. And exhale to stay. Keep dropping your tailbone under here. We have one more inhale to enjoy the stretch on the top of the right thigh. And then exhale, warrior three. Arms forward, cactus or back. Inner thigh on the right leg reaches up. Use your back muscles. And next we'll twist. Right hand down. Left hand can stay at your sacrum. Roll the left shoulder open. Maybe bend the top knee, grab your foot, and kick your foot back so that you can twist even more. Okay, release that, both hands down. Can you flatten your hands onto the floor and stretch that top leg up so high, like a seesaw? The more the leg goes up, the more your chest can drop down. And then for this one, don't worry too much about the inner thigh down. Now actually reach the inner thigh up. Bend your knee, left hand to left foot. Good. Both of your hands onto the floor, straighten your arms, lift your left heel and squeeze your right knee onto your right armpit. Press into your arms, squeeze your core. Look between your thumbs and maybe use all your muscles to float into your puppy press. And then meet back in downward facing dog. From down dog, lower onto your knees. Tabletop position. Tabletop, step your right foot forward, heel toe your left knee back. Heel toe your right foot forward and left knee back. Okay, and we're gonna pause in this like we're coming towards a split, but our right knee is just at a really big angle. Bring your hands to your butt, push your butt down and forward. Imagine that left leg is in a split. So maybe the hip is all the way down onto the floor. Breathe here. Okay, we'll come out of it a little bit. So lift your hips, pull the right heel back, reach your chest forward for our half splits. You can stay in half splits, or again, we're gonna slide out into our full splits. Right heel to the right corner of your mat, left foot to the left corner of your mat. You can put some props underneath you if you're not making it all the way down to the floor. And then here, hands to your butt again. Push your butt down and forward. Low belly pulls back. Lift your muscles on the pelvic floor up. Perhaps arms reach up. Clap your hands together. And then release your pointer finger and thumb. Keep lifting your heart. Lift from the pelvic floor. And from the pelvic floor, keep lifting up through your belly. And then up to your heart, letting your heart reach up, maybe bending back. Another option is to bend your left knee. Arching over, strong and stable. You can also just be in your half splits, breathing, using your exhales to release any tension. Okay, both of your hands onto the floor. So come out of this, roll onto your right hip and then swing your left foot forward. Plant both of your hands behind you, fingertips face towards your bottom or out left to right. Push into your feet and then lift your hips. Re-engaging the backs of our legs, the back of our body. You don't have to throw your head back. You can be looking towards your belly. Okay, and then lower your hips down. Cross out your shins, come back forward into tabletop. Second side, left foot step it forward. And then scoot your right knee back. Scoot your left foot forward until you're at a pretty low point. Right knee goes back again. And that left knee is at an angle. Bring your hands to your back. You're very low, your butt basically. Encourage your glutes down and forward evenly. Shoulders roll back. Strong in your left foot. Release your right toes. Hands onto the floor. And then move your hips back to straighten the left leg. Drag the heel towards you. Half splits. And stay just as is. This is great. You can play with wiggling the foot left or right, or begin to slide your left heel towards the left corner of your mat, right toes back towards the right corner of your mat. Maybe your hips drop down, especially if this is easy for you. Lift up, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. Keep trying to square the hips, left hip back, right forward. One side is probably different than the other. This is my tighter side here. And then lift from the pelvic floor up to the belly. Belly lifts up to the heart, and then roll your shoulders back so that your heart can be lifting up. You can let your throat move back. Lift the third eye. Perhaps reach your arms up, clap your hands together, release pointer finger and thumb, and arc your spine with a perfect half circle. Bend your right knee. Imagine one day your head dropping back into your foot. And then begin to release. We'll roll over onto the left hip and swing your right leg forward. Hands come behind you, fingertips point towards you or out left to right, bend into your knees, push your heels down, lift your hips up. Shoulders creep up towards your ears. Maybe you let your head drop back. Swing your hips back towards your wrists. And this time extend your legs. Same thing, but with straight legs. So first roll your shoulders back, puff up your chest, inhale, and then push into your heels, lift your legs. Reverse plank. Lower your hips. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, fold forward. Let your back round. Lift up again. And we'll do double pigeon. So first just cross your shins, right shin in front. And then you can step the left shin on top of the right, or keep your ankles crossed. Move your hips back a little bit. And you can either stay upright or Fold forward. If you'd like, you can rest your head on something. And walk your hands back up. Okay, from here we are going to come into a twist. So pull your right heel towards your left glute and step your left foot onto the floor. I'll do that again from a straight-legged position. We'll bend your left knee. You can either stay as is or foot outside of knee. Keep right leg extended or bend at the knee, pulling your foot in towards you. Step your left hand behind you, stretch your right arm back. Lots of length in the right side body. Inhale. And then as you exhale, either hug your knee or hook elbow around it. Look back your left shoulder. And then unwind. This time stack your knees and fold forward again. So cow face pose in your legs. Lift up. Feet as wide as the mat and toss your knees side to side, giving your butt a massage. Second side, left shin in front for sitting cross-legged. This is good if this is enough of a stretch for you, or stack your shins. So ankle to knee, lining up each ankle with its opposite knee. Scoot your thighs back a little bit. You can take each thigh, roll it outward slightly, and then fold forward. Connect with your breath, breathe into your back body. And on your exhales are really where you can let some tension release. A nice visual, you can imagine on your inhales, there's nice clean water swishing around in your hips. And as you exhale, some dirty, mucky water is seeping back down into the center of the earth. Lift ourselves up, stamp your right foot down and pull your left heel in towards your butt. Right hand comes behind you, stretch your left arm back. And then hook elbow outside of knee or hug elbow outside of knee. Unwind, come back to center. This time stack your knees. Fold forward for cow face. If you want to go deeper, then have your feet more towards the front of your mat. And lift yourself up. Open your feet so they're wide and let your knees flop side to side, massaging your glutes again. Keep your feet stomped onto the floor, knees pointing up, reach your arms forward, breathe in. And then exhale, roll all the way down onto your mat, onto your back. Arms down by your sides, snuggle each shoulder blade underneath you. Step your feet closer to your glutes. Take an inhale. Exhale, push your feet down, lift your hips. Re-squeezing the hamstrings. Either stay as is or stretch your arms up overhead, palms towards the sky. And then bend your elbows, fingertips pointing towards your shoulders. Take an inhale. A full exhale, Mula Bandha again. And inhale, lift up, press hands and feet. Urdhvadanrasana, wheel pose. Just one of these today. Opening the whole front side of your body. You already opened a lot with all the lunges. And then tuck your chin in to come down. Taking your time. Feet wide, knees knocked together. One hand to your heart, the other to your belly. And then next, extend your legs as wide as your mat. And get comfy for Savasana.